The comfort zone is something that kills your growth. If you are in your shell, you can never become a butterfly. You need to break the shells to come out. And that's how the beauty of life is created. Everything in this world begins with pain. And you need to understand the pain should be worth it. If you are striving to upgrade your degrees, if you are striving to improve, how can it be easy? If it was easy, anybody would do it. I will just give you a small example. And a small example is there has to be a strategy. And you know what's your strategy at the last time? Discipline and hard work. The best strategy is have discipline to show up every day. If you do that, you can't fail. Ignore the naysayers. Let them say you can't do it. When anybody tells you that you can't do it, it's because they feel they can't do it and they want to echo their mind into your mind. Don't listen to them. Say no to the naysayers. Remember, this is the time that you need to stay. You remember that last scene of Chak De India where the goalkeeper is standing in the center and Shah Rukh Khan is guessing where would the striker hit the ball, and he looks at the feet and finally tells the goalkeeper, stay, ye seedha maregi. And that's how we win the cup. This is what is the time. You need to stay. You need to stay because the world will shift around in the last 10, 15 days. If you stay, you are going to come out of the shell as a beautiful butterfly. So this is the time to focus. Say no to the naysayers. It will never be comfortable. A lot of things might happen. You might not feel well. You might be feeling sleepy. There may be fever or some untoward events. But then, my friends, you should be stronger enough to understand you're a human being. And your potential is the resistance. Resist that something can affect you or harm you. And have the guts to move ahead. Because if you have the guts to move ahead, you cannot be stopped. You should not be disturbed at any cost at this point of time towards your final destination. And your final destination is not the result, it's the best attempt. Because if you are willing to give your best attempt at this stage, right, you will never repent in your life. I'll give you a short study and a short example. If you have heard about a guy, he became Davis Cup champion, he became the Wimbledon champion, he got seeded in the world in tennis. And just at the age of 25, this guy, he suffers from a lung disease which restricts him to the hospital bed. And he was so much in love with the tennis, right, that he would always wear the sports attire. But then that sports attire started hurting him. He could not respire well. So he designed of a cotton fabric while being in the bed, struggling for his life, not able to breathe. But his dream was to contribute to the sports. So he made an attire of cotton fabric which can allow you to breathe, perspire. And then there had to be a logo for his company. And he thought about alligator. And that alligator talks about persistence and fight. He said that the dreams are not always achieved from the high corporate offices, not from the wealth, but often from the adversities of the hospital beds. And he created the world famous Lacoste brand, which has a crocodile or alligator as the logo on it, showing that persistence requires efforts. Efforts are amongst adversities. You need to say that the limitations are to be challenged by human beings. If you cannot do that, you cannot achieve it. And that's why it's very, very important that you stay calm, stay focused, because after all, you are a human being. And as a human being, you should be challenging everything. Results आपके हाथ में नहीं. फल की इच्छा मत कर्म कर. Efforts आपके हाथ में. The rule is simple. You have to stay disciplined because it's a talent. The rule is simple. You should be the most hardworking person you know, and because hard work is a talent. So come out of the comfort zone and give your best shot. All the very best for your exam this time. This is Dr. Apurv Mehra, and Team Cerebellum Academy wishes you INI-CET exam best wishes. Thank you very much.